Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to do a tutorial using my all-time favorite products. These are some newer products that have come out recently, like within the last year, and then there's a couple of products in here that have been around for a couple of years that are like my tried and true OGs. I thought instead of just sitting here and like showing you products left and right would be kind of boring, so I thought I would throw together a tutorial using them all so you can see how they perform and how good they look once they are put on. When I'm wearing this look, I feel so good about myself. Makeup is something that, you know, it's not something that I think anybody needs, but I think it's a way of self-expression and it really affects my mood when I have it on. I feel so good about myself. So I'm a big believer in makeup just for the fact that it gives me so much more self-esteem. So if you want to see what my favorite products are and how I got this look, go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so first I'm going to prep my skin by spritzing it with the Hangover RX 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. I haven't used this like a ton, enough to say that it's like an all-time favorite, but I am really liking what it is doing to my makeup. I spray it on before any primer. So now I'm going to go in with the Farsali Unicorn Essence Skin Enhancing Antioxidant Serum. And this is an all-time favorite. I love this stuff. Now I'm going to grab the Color Science Bronzing Perfector Prime, Bronze, and Protect. I love this because it primes the skin, but it also kind of helps tone it out, because if you're like me and you use a Clarisonic at night, your face is so white compared to the rest of your body, and this just kind of helps to even that out. And as well as evening it out, it just makes the makeup sit and last so well on your skin. I love this stuff. You can see that just kind of brought some color and some life back to my face. And I will use this stuff like alone without any makeup, like on a day where I'm just kind of chilling at home. Or if I'm going to go and run errands but I don't feel like really putting on makeup, I'll do this and then just put on some concealer and like some mascara and my eyebrows and I'm good to go. But yeah, it gives you like a really pretty finish to your face and just kind of evens everything out. Now for foundation, I'm going to go in with my Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This is no secret, I am in love with this stuff. It's a toss-up for me between like the MAC Pro Longwear and the Estee Lauder Double Wear, but I think the Estee Lauder is just a little bit on top of the MAC. Now I'm going to grab my Clarisonic and I'm going to blend it out with this. You want to go in when you're using this with very light pressure and circular motions. That is something that I have found out with prolonged use of this product. Now I'm going to take my Anastasia Stick Contour in the color Shadow. Well, I guess it's technically Stick Foundation, but it's for contour. It's the Shadow shade. It's the nice, cool toned color. I'm just going to go back in with that Clarisonic and blend it out. So next I'm going to grab my Tarte Shape Tape, of course. I've been really enjoying the NARS, what is it called? Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This one is really good, but I still think my Shape Tape is just a little bit more on top than the NARS one, just because it's just so easy to use and it gives me such a beautiful coverage. Now I'm going to grab my Morphe sponge. I recently tried going back to my Real Technique sponge after using this one, and this one beats it. It's $6. It's a really good purchase. It's nice and soft while still being a little bit firm, as where like the Real Technique one gets a little too soft. So this one still has a good amount of like bounce to it. So now I'm just going to blend out my concealer. And I'm taking it a little bit up onto my eyelids because I'm going to use it as my eyeshadow primer as well. Now at this point, after I have my foundation on, before I go in with powder, I really like to grab my Fix Plus spray and spritz it all over, and then I go over everything with the with my Morphe sponge. Everybody calls them beauty blenders. It is what it is. Anyways, I spray this on first, and then I let it kind of dry down a little bit, and then I set this, and then it just kind of pushes everything in and makes everything look flawless, and it feels like skin. Or it looks like skin. It doesn't feel like skin. Everything still feels like skin. Now this is a more recent product for me. It is the Urban Decay. It's called the Illuminizer Translucent Pressed Beauty Powder. You can see, look at that hollow. Christine would be so proud, right? But yeah, I've been using this all summer, and let me just show you how much I've been loving it. Yeah, that's how much I've been loving it. So I'm gonna grab my Morphe M438 brush. And I'm just going to use this to set everywhere where I put the concealer. Now to set the rest of my face, I'm going to grab my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. Nothing really beats it. I mean, it keeps my face matte and it's cheap. You just can't beat that. And then I'm going to grab my Morphe E41. I love this because how big it is and it covers my entire face so easily. you see like where I put that other powder, how like beautiful and glowy it made those areas, but they're like still matte, but it still just makes it glowy. I don't know, it's magic. If you have fair skin, you're gonna love that one. Now I'm going to move on to brows, and I'm going to start out with my Anastasia Brow Wiz. I use the color Taupe, and I'm going to start out by kind of tracing and outlining my brow. Okay, now to lock them into place, this is where I take my Wonder Brow. I am using the color Blonde. It's a very pretty taupey color. A lot of blonde colors turn out to be kind of reddish. This one does not at all. It's like the perfect cool toned blonde color. I like to use this in place of like a brow gel, because this is going to lock them into place. If you're going to sit there and like rub at your eyebrows like this, they're going to rub off because I have the pencil on there, but it still makes them last all day long. They're bulletproof still. And I like it because it just kind of defines the actual hairs of my brows, since my brow hairs are super light naturally. So it just kind of defines them, and it makes it look a little more of like the feathery brow instead of so like what's the word? It just makes it look not quite as harsh and drawn on like some brows can look. Like it's really easy to get out of hand with the dip brow and do that, as where this just kind of gives it that pretty naturally looking brow. Naturally, that's probably not even a word. Okay, I'm gonna let that just kind of dry into place and settle. If you mess up with the Wonder Brow, you do have some time to fix it while it is wet. So I will just kind of let them sit and dry down before I do anything like around my eyes in that area. So for bronzer, I'm going to take my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and I'm going to take my Morphe R2 brush. Okay, from here I'm going to contour, and the contour palette that I think I reach for the most is going to be my Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette. So the first color I'm going to go in with is Shadow Play, and I'm going to take my Sigma Soft Angle Contour Brush F23. This just gives like a really pretty natural contour. It doesn't make anything too harsh. I'm going to grab a little bit of Sombre and mix it with the Shadow Play. And I'm going to use this to contour under my jaw. And now for my nose contour, I'm going to grab this Morphe M572 brush. You can see it's like a lot like the contour brush that they made, but it's a lot smaller. And I am going to take Subconscious, I believe. I pretty much gave up on all of Kat Von D's names. Can't do it. And then just to make sure everything is like blended in, I'm gonna go back in with the M438 with whatever leftover of that illuminizer powder I have. Just kind of go over it, but the contour is still there, but it just kind of like blends it out and makes it look like that's my real contour. Now for blush, I'm gonna go in with the Hourglass, Ambient Lighting Blush in the color Radiant Magenta. I don't even know if they still sell this. Just super pretty. And I'm going to apply that with my Morphe M530 brush.
I'm trying to figure out which eyeshadow palette I should consider my all-time favorite. This is really hard. This is like picking a favorite child. First world problems. It's hard. It's really hard. Like, do I go in with all my Makeup Geek and Anastasia and MAC single eyeshadows? Do I use the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette? Do I use the Jaclyn Hill palette? Choices, choices, choices. This is hard.
I'm gonna dabble into a little bit of each and grab like my favorite shades for each piece of the eyeshadow puzzle. So for my brow bone highlight, my favorite shade ever to highlight my brow with is from the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and it is Tempura. And for that, I'm gonna grab my Morphe M124 brush.
I don't know if you can hear this, but my husband is watching Game of Thrones downstairs. There's not much I can do about that one. He's gonna be watching, he's got the speakers on, and he's living his dream right now.
Next, I'm gonna go into the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to mix Silk, Silk, and Made for Each Other. And I'm gonna mix those together as my transition shade. And I'm gonna grab my Morphe M441 brush. Now I'm going to grab my Morphe M433 brush, and I am going to grab Pukey. Now I'm just going to grab this Nameless large soft dome brush, and I'm going to grab the color Hunts. Now I'm gonna grab my ginormous palette. This is a palette that the company Give Me Glow made. They're like an indie brand. I have been following them for a long time since they started. And when she came out with this palette, I'm like, yes, please, I need that in my life now. It's called the XXL Pro Custom Palette. And inside this, it holds 88 shadows. 88 shadows. Need I say more? This is all of my MAC Makeup Geek and Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows. This is my child. I don't even want to know how much money this thing cost me to eventually create, but I love this. This is my baby. So first I'm going to grab Anastasia Beverly Hills in the color Peach Sorbet. Just going to grab another Morphe M124 brush to apply this. Now I'm grabbing my Morphe M506 brush, and I'm going to grab Makeup Geek and Americano, and I'm going to put this on the outer V of my eye. Now I'm going to grab my Stila Magnificent Metals. It's in the color Kitten Karma. And I'm just going to put this over the Peach Sorbet color just because I love this stuff. I love it so, so much. It's just so easy to apply, and like you get this result, like no glitter glue, nothing. The best product ever. Now I'm just gonna grab my Morphe E18 pencil brush. I'm gonna go back into the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm gonna grab Pukey again, and I'm gonna buff this onto my lower lash line. Now I'm going to grab my Morphe G28 and I'm going to grab Abyss. It's not quite as black as Makeup Geek Corrupt, but it'll get the job done. I'm just going to go back in with the M507 and I'm just going to go over the top of that line. I'm going to go in with M432 by Morphe. It's just an eyeliner brush. And I'm going back in with the Makeup Geek Americano, and I'm going to line my lower lash line. Just like halfway through. Now grabbing my M213, just this little tiny brush, I'm going to grab Beam from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to pop that right onto the arch of my brow bone. Now for mascara, I'm going to use my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. Love this mascara, so good. And I'm going to coat my upper lashes with this. I'm going to grab my Makeup Forever Aqua XL liner. What color is this? It's the white one. I think it's just a number M16. And I'm going to use this to line my lower inner lash line. Okay, and for my lower lashes, I'm going to use the Wonder Extensions mascara by the Wonder Brow Company. Okay, and for false lashes, I'm going to take these Ardell Studio Effects Wispies. They are so pretty and fluffy, and I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Lash Glue. I just recently picked this up. This has changed my life. I will never use another glue. Never. Like, the hunt for me to find the perfect lash glue is over. Like, I wish I had some left over, but you know when you get the extra glue from here and you peel it off, it comes straight off. It attaches straight onto your lashes and it does not budge. I have zero lifting with lashes when I use this glue. So bomb.com, highly suggest it. Okay, now on to highlight. My favorite highlighter, it's probably gonna have to be the Huda Beauty highlight palette in the color, in the Golden Sands edition. I love the Pink Sands edition too, but today I'm in a Golden Sands mood. So for the cream, I like to go in with a separate brush, a more synthetic brush, and I'm just gonna use this e.l.f. Concealer brush. I'm just gonna lightly tap this and pop it onto my cheekbones. So if you get too much, bounce it out with your finger and that helps. I'm gonna grab my Morphe M510 brush and I'm going to top it off with seashells. And then I'm going to go in with Tahiti and then Zanzibar on the center of the cheeks. So Tahiti goes underneath it and then Zanzibar go up here on the apples of the cheeks. So I have yet to find a highlighter that does not like emphasize any texture, but this is probably my least emphasizing, just because when you go in with that cream first, and this cream as like opposed to any of the other creams I've tried, it's just hands down the best. And then I'm gonna grab my Morphe M149, just this little one, and I'm gonna go in with seashells and use it to highlight my Cupid's bow. And then the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose. And then my inner corner. Okay, now to set everything in place, I'm going to use my Morphe Prep and Set Spray. And then now for my lips, I'm going to use a product that you either love it or you hate it. Some people hate it just because there's distributors that sell it, and I personally really like it. I hated it at first, gave it a second chance, and now I love it. And that is Lip Sense. I am a distributor for Lip Sense. I'm not going to try to like sell it to you guys. If you want to contact me and purchase some, awesome. I would love to help you out, but I'm just using it because I flat out love it, and that is the reason why I became a distributor. It's because I want a discount to purchase for my own collection. So today I'm going to go in with the colors Pink Champagne and Bravo. So you want to start off by shaking them for a good 30 seconds. So you start off with 3 layers of color, and the first layer I'm going to do is Bravo, and then I'm going to do the next 2 layers with Pink Champagne. And then start out by like outlining my lips first and then go into the center. So you want to do really thin coats with this and try to only go in one direction. It does have alcohol in it, so the first time you use it you are going to feel a little burn. I want, especially Bravo can be tricky. I'm going to wipe off the excess so there's hardly anything on there, but there's still a lot on there. I can't really talk while I do this because you want to keep your lips nice and tight and like as big as possible. So now that you know what I'm doing, I'm just gonna go ahead and speed on through it. I'm gonna let it dry for like 30 seconds in between, so in between each layer. and don't let your lips touch. I'm gonna go for 4 because I want it to show up really good on the camera for you, because I can clearly talk so well right now. Okay, now the gloss that I'm gonna use is the pink glitter gloss. Still trying to not let these touch. So I'm gonna put the gloss on and then I'll talk. Okay, just in case you couldn't hear, the gloss that I used is the pink glitter gloss. It is super, super pretty with these like pretty pinkish iridescent-y glitters in them. And I think it looks so well paired with pink champagne. Super pretty. So you can see this gave me like a My Lips but much better color with just that soft little sparkle in it. So yeah, let me know if you want to see like a dedicated video just for lip scents. I don't want to like talk about it so crazy that you guys get so bugged. Like I said, I mainly just joined so I could get my own discount to get all the colors. So yeah, that is it for this look, you guys, using all of my all-time favorite products. These are products that have kind of come out recently that I have fallen in love with, as well as a few OGs that have been around for a couple of years. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and this look. Let me know if you have any comments, requests, questions, anything down below. I love to talk with you guys. And subscribe, give this video a big old thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
Big hair, sparkles on my eyes, lashes, highlight on fleek. That's when I feel my best. And a Coke in my hand. Regular Coke, not diet. I don't see how you diet people do it. It's nasty. So nasty. Oh, you know when you drink Coke, you can like feel the burn as it goes down. One of the best feelings in the world.